Welcome back, everybody. So today the update dropped for uh, the BR changes, and a lot of these I don't agree with. So I'll be voicing my opinion on what happened here and why I would agree with some and why I strongly disagree with most of them. You know, these planes, whatever. I don't really care. The J21 and the A21, that kind of makes me upset because one of these needs to stay at 3.7, like this one or this one. One of these did go to 3.7, but the J21, I believe, is the single engine fighter, but it didn't really need to move. Kind of the same with the Ju-288C. I mean, 6.0 is okay for it because it's got those 2,000 kilogram bombs, but there's no lineup at 6.0. So there's another issue I have. I don't really care about most of these shits because I don't have them. The PFM going to 9.7, I do agree with. It was being destroyed by the Phantoms, but as you can see, it's now going to be hunted by the same Phantoms it was trying to get away from. Because, you know, Gaijin thinks it's a good idea to drop it down with the PFM, which is not. The Phantom can carry 8 missiles and a gun pod, or have an inside mounted gun, which is absolutely overpowered over an aircraft with a terrible 23mm and 2 missiles. The EBR move, I mean, I would have preferred it to stay at 4.7, but that's the bias side of me talking. I think they should add the EBR with the FL10, like the tiny EBR turret, or the tiny, what was it, with the FL11 turret, and put that at something like 4.0, or something like that, to, you know, balance it out, give us an EBR. Stir Emil going down to 4.7, it suffers, it's got such a big shell, it suffers that higher battle ratings because of its the shell size and volumetric not being good. A lot of the Russian moves I don't agree with. These, I agree with the KV-122 that need to be moved down. KV-85 did need to, you know, be moved down. The T-20 didn't really need it. A Panther could kill this thing very easily. TADU, CTZ-99, T-72B3, all moving down, I do not agree with. They need to move the Leopard 2A6 up. The KV-122, moving down, I do agree with. It's a premium on a KV-85 hull, so that was a good move because it's a premium. It costs a lot, but it needs to be effective. Object 120, I do not agree with that. It can kill an Abrams from the front, which is at 10.7. Panther F moving down, I do agree with. I'm not so certain about the Jagdpanzer 4-5. Centurion moving up to 6.0, I do not agree with. Waffenträger can kill it. SU-100Y moving down to 4.7, that's good. ASRAD, I'm not too sure about this one. This moving down to 2.3, I do not agree with. It was already ridiculously overpowered at 2.7. Now everybody's just going to suffer. I'm not too sure about the Chinese CSU moving up to 8.3. I mean, the Red Panzer 90 going to 9.3. I'm not too sure about that one. The SU-57 didn't really need to be moved down to 2.7. The IKV-103 moving down to 5.0 is a definite bonus for Swedish players, and it did not belong at 5.3, so this is good. The CA Lorraine, in arcade, I don't really care. And then we get into the Russian stuff. And moving down to 7.0, it doesn't belong there. Not just that. Tier 25 going to 7.0, it's gonna die very quickly. AML 90 going to 7-0, it's going to die very quickly. The British move up to 7-3 is going to really hurt him a lot. I really enjoyed it at 7-0. I didn't abuse it. I know a lot of people did, but now we can fight 8-3, and we're going to fight a lot of 8-3 because they just compressed all the BRs. The T26E1 arcade, I don't really care. It's going down to 7-3. I'm not too sure about that. It's got 257. It's very powerful. The Leopard going down to 7-3, I do agree with. T25 moving up to 6-3. I don't know if it'll hurt it or not. All of these going up to 7-3, I do not agree with. And for you, when I say 50 going up to 5-0, it doesn't need that. It doesn't have a 50 cal. It's 2 kilometers faster than all the other Shermans at its BR, but it doesn't have APHG. And this I do not agree with. That they're breaking our lineups. We can't really have fun anymore. Iron Duke going to 5-7, I kind of agree with that. They do have a nice Sabo round. The Tame going up has Gen 2 thermals, very powerful. The Martyr moving down, I do not agree with. Churchill, that's okay. Churchill 3, on the other hand, needs to stay at 4.0. It's kind of fun fighting people with their 4.0 German lineups with the Panzer Kampfwagen Churchill, because that's, generally, it teaches you how to fight. Crusader Mark 3 going up to 3.0 is, it really hurts, because I had my nice 2-7 lineup, and I will not be bringing this thing out until they move it back down, because this was my relaxing lineup, and on my previous video, this thing was at 2-7, and I enjoyed it. Stug 3 did not need to be moved down to 3.0. That's something I do not agree with too. I don't really care about the ships, but aviation, yeah, you heard all my opinions on this. So things like ground vehicles, the Leopard 2A6 should have been on here. Should have been moved up to 11.3. They need to decompress the BRs so that you can potentially fight 1 up and 1 down in your own BR. So say you have a 1.3 tank, it can fight 1.0, 1.3, and 1.7, and stuff like that. They need to decompress the BRs a lot. They just brought everything really close with this update, and it makes me sad because I really enjoyed War Thunder. And now I can't play this lineup. I'm going to be playing this a lot because this is the only consistency I have. I'm going to be playing this a lot because this is the only consistency I have. I'm going to be playing this now because it is actually at its proper BR. Stuff like that. All these moves, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't agree with me. So, the Panther movement, that's definite bonus. So, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.